Hello everyone, my name is EveofEvee, and welcome back to the Stanley Parable. Now, I did have to restart the game, kind of, so this is technically a new game, I guess, but we're going to try out the choices we didn't make in the last one, and I guess that's all I've got to say for now. Let's get into it.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Heard this
Stanley
already.
decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
This room is very empty. I'm gonna go left because it's faster.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Okay, we're gonna go upstairs and try out the different choices in the mind control room.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
8, 4, 5. I don't know how to do this. Sorry guys, I still don't know how to do
Stanley
this.
just sat around twiddling his thumbs.
Oh,
Trying to input anything on the device was useless, since he could never possibly know that the combination was 2845.
2, 8, 4, 5. There we
Yet
go.
incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Okay, cool. There we go. Oh yeah, there's a loading screen, I forgot. Okay, well, we'll be back in a minute. Or, actually, never mind. It's taking less time to load than it did last time.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It
Heard all
was a
this already.
stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long. Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
We're gonna go through escape this time. Escape.
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
Well, so far he's died at the end of every one of these
The
episodes.
door
Every
behind
one of
him
these,
was
so
not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track. At this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
Oh, it got ominous. That is ominous. Oh. Oh. Did I just die? I may have just died. I don't know, I guess we're about to find out. Oh. No fall damage, I guess.
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise, he reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever. Stanley can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is. Perhaps his death was of no great loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man. So he resigned and willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and shallow life. Farewell, Stanley.
Oh, no. What?
"Farewell, Stanley," cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated, as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
That's violent. But I didn't die. Stanley Parable.
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish?
Whoa!
When
What
every
the-
path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same. Do you see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
What the... What happens if I press the buttons? What the... Is this like game development? That's cool! That's really cool! Office computers. Ah, somebody was playing solitaire! Employee database, I saw that one. I have no idea what that says. Cool. Credits. Alright, let's go to the exit. We've been in here long enough. This is really cool, though. I really like how they did this, with giving all of the credits and stuff in here. It was clever. Exit! Stanley Parable.
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another. How they both wish to be free.
Okay.
Can you see? Can you see how much they need one another? No,
Kind of.
perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen. But listen to me. You can still save these two. You can stop the program before they both fail. Push escape and press quit. There's no other way to beat this game. As long as you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path. Stop now. It'll be your only true choice. Whatever you do, choose it. Don't let time choose for you. Don't let time...
Oh, I died that time. Okay. Screen is still blank. I don't hear anything. What happened? Escape? Resume? I don't want to quit the game. What do I do? This isn't interesting. Well, it's interesting, but seriously. There is nothing. There is just nothing. I guess we're gonna have to do this. Begin the game again. Okay then. Back to the beginning. And away we go.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Oh, why is that door open? Can I go in there? There's an open door. And it looks interesting.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Yeah, let's go left because it's faster. And then we're gonna go and jump off the... We've got a couple choices back. If we disobey him later.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Downstairs. Oh, I forgot there's a loop coming up. I may skip this part for you guys. Okay, so... that was the wrong way. We're gonna try this again. Okay.
Wait, Stanley thought to himself. Am I sure that the orders stopped coming in? How is that possible? They never stopped. Surely I was mistaken. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Ah, yes, truly a room worth admiring. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Here we go. This is where I wanted to be. I went the wrong way.
Stanley was so bad
Sorry.
at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Ooh, there's an open door.
Look,
over there.
Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing in your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance.
So we jumped.
Now listen carefully, this is
Oh.
important. Stanley walked through the red door.
Another choice of 2 doors. I'm going through the blue one because I like blue more.
Aha, perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door.
No.
I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked through the red door.
Oh, there it is.
All right, fine, go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well, don't let me stop you. You see? There's nothing here.
Whoa.
I haven't even finished building this section of the map, because you were never supposed to be here in the first place. Broken rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted? Was it worth ruining the entire story I had written out specifically for you? Do you not think I put a lot of time into that? Because I did. And in the end, it was all for nothing, because this is what you wanted to see. Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want to see? Vehicles? Skill trees? Work with me. You've given me absolutely nothing so far. Tell you what, let me take a stab in the dark at a new design, and you can give me some feedback. There we go. A third option. This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Go ahead, Stanley. Take it for a spin.
Okay, I'll trust him this time. It's orange.
Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here.
I don't know what's good and what's bad. Let's do 5.
Aha! You see, I knew I was onto something. Where do these flashes of inspiration come from? How did I know the game needed a third door? Well, it's instinct mostly, a calling in your gut. I really couldn't say where the idea came from, except that I felt it in my soul. You can't teach that, Stanley. Don't even try. Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one. Let's take a look.
Oh dear. Whoa. Whoa. Worldwide leaderboard. Oh! Offline. I can't do anything with it. Let's go back in the orange.
Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors? Again, honest answers, please.
Yeah.
Hey, I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on, and now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some play testing. You wouldn't mind taking a look at it, would you? Perfect. Let me boot it up.
Oh. I didn't even say anything.
In this game, the baby crawls left towards danger. You click the button to move him back to the right, and if he reaches the fire, you fail. It's a very meaningful game, all about the desperation and tedium of endlessly confronting the demands of family life. I think the art world will really take notice. But of course, the message of the game only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4 hours. So why don't you give it 4 hours of play to make sure it's effective? Be sure to keep notes on your experience.
Did they seriously expect me to do this for 4 hours? Oh, that's annoying. There's nothing else here. Is there nothing else I can do? No!
You heartless bastard. Did you do it because you hate babies or purely to spite me?
I got
Because
stuck.
if it's the latter, well, I don't know what to do. I'm completely out of ideas. I can't think of a single thing that might improve the experience for me. I'm not even going to try. I'm out. I'm done. It's over. Thank you for playing. Your input was extremely valuable. Oh, hey, since my game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game, just to ease the pain?
Sure.
Let's see. What do we have here? Yes, this seems like it'll work. Let's give it a shot.
Narrator's interesting, at least. I don't like that the baby burned. Oh! Hi,
Well, Stanley,
Minecraft.
is this any better? At last, the one thing you've always desired. A game I had absolutely nothing to do with. But is it enough? Tell me that, Stanley. Will it ever be enough? Well, I'll say this. I'm done making things for you. From now on, I will only create to fulfill a greater artistic purpose. Watch this, Stanley.
I can't
I'm
jump, so I
going
can't
to
do
build
anything.
a house. This
Whoa.
will go here. No, here. And then...
Okay, mildly disturbing to see the boxes randomly
See,
appearing.
what does it need? Yes, of course. And just to finish it all off, yes, it's complete. I made this, Stanley. Look at it. Gaze upon my work of art and
I can
feel
make a better house
ashamed at
than
your
you.
own inadequacy. But you've only seen it from the outside. You've only gotten half the experience. Please, step inside and make yourself comfortable.
I have a feeling I can't. Oh.
Isn't it grand? Isn't it perfect? It could only be better if... Wait, that's it. We must rebuild it out of diamond. Diamond everything. Yes. Come along, Stanley. We have to go mining.
It's very disturbing to see the boxes just randomly disappearing. Seriously. Oh. I mean, there's no fall damage in this, but still.
Oh, my. It looks like it's going to get a bit dark. Have you brought a light?
No. I don't think I did.
Oh, no. This is far more open-ended than I had in mind. I'm looking for something more narrow and linear. Something that makes you feel utterly irrelevant. This won't do at all. 1 out of 5. Even the diamonds couldn't save this one. Okay, new game.
Oh. Okay, here we go again. Well, I'll admit, this is interesting. If nothing else, this is interesting. Here we go.
Yes! I don't even know what this game is, but I love it. You, trapped in a glass box with no way out, listening to me talk. Oh, it's inspired. I couldn't have done it any better myself.
Oh!
What is this game even supposed to be? I can't figure it out. Okay, now I'm curious. Let's go find out what the hell this is.
Oh, is it Portal? Oh my gosh, I think we're playing Portal. It's Portal! Oh, that's awesome! This is cool.
Oh, it's a puzzle. Critical thinking, Stanley. Your forte.
Admittedly, I feel like this is easier than the original Portal. 'Cause I can actually, like...
Genius.
So I can actually click and control
No, actually,
things.
you know what? I think that's plenty. I really don't care much to see you stumble through any more of these games, and I highly doubt you're any wiser for the experience. Which...
Oh! I did not know that was going to happen. Okay, then. I don't want to go into the dark because I'm afraid I'm going to fall. The narrator's not here anymore. What the... We're into, like, a work in progress area. How cool. I think there's just nothing outside this box. I really don't think there's anything else here. What? Oh! Oh, oh, oh. I fell. And I landed somewhere. What the... Okay, those are all closed, so let's go this way. This is very weird. Oh, there's lots of options. Oh, goodness. It's kind of dark, actually. I can't see very well right now. Ooh, lights. Let's go towards the light. Oh, I noticed in my watching the last recording that the screen bugged out a little bit sometimes, so sorry about that if it does if it does it this time. Okay, clicking on things is doing nothing. Okay, let's go back then. Nothing happened.
I wonder what he found. If what he wanted was to be the leading man in his own story, well, perhaps he's gotten it. Down in wherever he is right now. I wonder if he's happy with his choice, and if he's learned the heavy cost that comes with it. He'll understand soon what I was trying to tell him. He needs me. Someone who will wrap everything up at the end, to make sense out of the chaos and the fear and the confusion. That's who I am. That is what I mean to this world. Oh,
Deep.
yes. Yes, I'll be back. There's no other way. Once this ends, after it all comes to a close, then I'll be back. The end will be here soon. Very soon.
Ominous.
I can wait.
Very ominous. Oh, we're loading again. Okay. And we're back to the office. Okay, let's go one more time. Let's go one more time.
The meeting room. Yes, that's where everyone would be. Stanley just needed to get to the meeting room, and from then on, he would never be alone ever again.
The narrator is talking.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. Yet there was not a single person here either.
Stuck.
Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an... Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Well, let's see if there are any other ways to go up here. Down here, to the right. Now I actually know where the keypad is
Stepping
this
into
time.
his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. What could it mean? Stanley wondered aloud to nobody. He began wildly tearing through papers on the boss's desk, pulling books off the shelf, looking behind paintings, desperate for clues to his situation. But his attention was caught by a keypad behind the boss's desk. What could its purpose be? In fact, this keypad guarded the terrible secret that lay buried below his feet. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by
I'm
sheer
getting the
luck.
impression that his narration
Amazing.
is changing.
He stepped into the newly
it just
opened
me?
passageway.
Is it just me, or is his narration changing? Ooh. What is there? There's nothing. Whoa! I can't see anything. Okay, I think that's just a dark corner. So I can't see anything. I don't know where I'm going. Okay. Let's go down and see what there is. Let's see what other options there are.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Narrator talks too much. I mean, that is the whole point of the game, but I feel like he talks too much. Pirate?
In someone else's
I think that's
control?
pirate.
Never! It was unthinkable, wasn't it?
I tried pressing some of the different buttons. They don't do anything. Those were the buttons from the White Room, though. That was kind of cool. I kind of expected that, but it was still cool. Okay, let's hit on this time.
Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls, did you? After they kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that what you wanted? Control? Oh, Stanley, I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go, turn the controls off, and leave. If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that. I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system. In the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are set to explode, eliminating the entire complex. How long until detonation then? Let's say, 2 minutes. Now this is making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley? It's your time to shine. You are the star. It's your story now. Shape it to your heart's desires. Oh, this is much better than what I had in mind. What a shame we have so little time left to enjoy it. Mere moments until the bomb goes off. But what precious moments each one of them is.
What if you go turn it off?
To talk about you, about me, where we're going, what all this means. I barely know where to start. What's that? You'd like to know where your co-workers are? A moment of solace before you're obliterated? All right, I'm in a good mood. You're gonna die anyway. I'll tell you exactly what happened to them. I erased them. I turned off the machine. I set you free. Of course, that was merely in this instance of the story. Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons endlessly and then dying alone. Other times, I let the office sink into the ground, swallowing everyone inside, or I let it burn to a crisp. I have to say this, though, this version of events has been rather amusing. Watching you try to make sense of everything and take back the control wrested away from you, it's quite rich. I almost hate to see it go. But I'm sure whatever I come up with on the next go-around will be even better.
2.
My goodness, only 34 seconds left. But I'm enjoying this so much. You know what? To hell with it. I'm going to put some extra time on the clock. Why not? These are precious additional seconds, Stanley. Time doesn't grow on trees.
There's 3. There's 3.
Oh, dear me. What's the matter, Stanley?
3.
Is it that you have no idea where you're going or what you're supposed to be doing right now? Or did you just assume when you saw that timer that something in this room was capable of turning it off? I mean, look at you. Running from button to button, screen to screen, clicking on every little thing in this room. These numbered buttons. No, these colored ones. Or maybe this big red button. Or this door. Everything, anything, something here will save me. Why would you think that, Stanley? That this video game can be beaten? Won? Solved? Do you have any idea what your purpose in this place is? Stanley, you're in for quite a disappointment. But here's a spoiler for you. That timer isn't a catalyst to keep the action moving along. It's just seconds ticking away to your death. You're only still playing instead of watching a cutscene because I want to watch you for every moment that you're powerless. To see you made humble. This is not a challenge. It's a tragedy. You wanted to control this world, that's fine. But I'm going to destroy it first, so you can't. Take a look at the clock, Stanley. That's 30 seconds you have left to struggle. 30 seconds until a big boom and then nothing. No ending here, just you being blown to pieces. Will you cling desperately to your frail life, or will you let it go peacefully? Another choice. Make it count, or don't. It's all the same to me, all a part of the joke. And believe me, I will be laughing at every second of your inevitable life from the moment we fade in until the moment I say, happily ever after.
Oh, he didn't finish. I wonder if there's a way to stop that, because it certainly didn't look like it. I clicked a lot of things. I was running around clicking everything. Oh, ooh, this is new. Okay, I'm going to stop the episode here, and then we're going to pick it back up in a minute. Well, I'm going to pick it back up. It might be more than a minute for you guys, but I'll see you guys again in a minute. Anyway, thank you so much for joining me. I hope you had a laugh, either with me or at me. Oh, share, like, subscribe. It'll really help me out. And please, please, comment if you have suggestions for games. I'm not a big gamer, so I don't know a whole lot of games, but if you have a game you want me to play, comment it or message me or something to that extent. And let me know, because I want to play games that you guys want to see me play. So, I guess that's all for now. We'll be back in a few minutes. Well, in more than a few minutes. And yeah, bye.
2845.
I'm trying. 2845. How do I... 28...
Forgot, but it turns out that the panel's emergency override kicked in, and the door just opened all by itself, and Stanley got the hell along with the story. Well, whoop-de-doo.
Sorry, narrator.